These soldiers are members of the American Civil War Association, a nonprofit group that travels around California to educate people about the Civil War.
History is very important to know. The problem with learning history in school, in my opinion, is you're learning it in words on white paper, black and white. What we do is we take that history and we turn it into living color. We portray ourselves as living historians. We get out there, we talk about the history of the Civil War. The Civil War was a defining moment in American history. It was almost the end of our country, and it very well could have been. So we look at the Civil War as a very important part of our history, and many of us are descendants of soldiers who fought in the Civil War. I have family who fought both North and South, and I have family who died in the Civil War. And so for a lot of us, it's honoring our forefathers, honoring our country, honoring the people who fought a devastating war for a cause that they believed that they were right.
The uniforms are about as authentic as you can get.
These are made the same way they were made in the period for the most part. We have sutlers we can buy our stuff from. Sutlers were, during the Civil War, were the supply chain for the Army. You would be issued what you needed, and then in the summertime you don't want your greatcoat, you just lay it on the side of the road and keep going. The sutlers would be there to replace it, sell food to the soldiers, things like that. They're often considered to be war profiteers, but that's who we go to. Or we have seamstresses within the club and we buy there, or the internet.
The guns and cannons are real, the ammunition is not, but it still seems very real.
What we did was very small compared to what the battles really were. The battles would take hundreds of acres, tens of thousands of men, hundreds of cannons, and thousands of horses to do. So what we did was we did a small rendition of what a Civil War battle would have been fought like during the Civil War.